everybody. Got no birthdays, anniversaries this week, but got a bit of positive recognition. So thanks to the entire depot for their work. Everyone's put in a huge effort on the Schneider replacement program. Has resulted in a great month. Yeah, I think we've done well this month, so we're ahead for the April-May month. So that's good news. Switching, Chris, got anything to touch on switching?
Nothing in particular, just 271 days, switching some free, and I did a couple of switching observations last week, and yeah, everyone's doing a lot of good efforts in identifying devices and stuff like that, so keep that up and keep up the work.
Well done everyone. Just got a few enable on near misses to go through. The printer's not working that great, so I'm just going to read them off my laptop. There's a few, so just bear with us. So the first one I've got here was put in by Brad. So I think he was working around a cubicle and there was a lot of rubbish and stuff around the back of the cubicle. So he's just put it in as an enable on. He's cleared all the rubbish away and left over wood and rubbish. So good on Brad. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was just worried there could have been syringes and glass behind the cubicle, so it's a good initiative anyway. Like, we've got to use those things all the time, so while we're there, it's a good idea to do that sort of stuff. Next one here looks like a public lighting one. So this was put in from Corey. So climbing out of the bucket, right hand slipped on the bucket edge, and looks like he's knocked his right elbow. So I think it was just a little bit of a wake-up call for him, jumping in and out of bucket, something we do every day. Just get a little bit complacent, just make sure you're pretty sure-footed and both hands are on a piece of the bucket that's not going to cause you to slip, or just make sure you're taking your time, don't rush that sort of stuff. Last thing we want is someone falling out, smashing their head or breaking your back, something like that. Another one here. This one was put in by Ben Kim. So the rear outrigger on the 19 metre EWP was slowly creeping out while driving. So that was good reporting. I think that vehicle is now at Fleet getting looked into. So we'll have a report on that one pretty soon. This is another Brad Whitaker one. So again, he's on the hunt for syringes. So he's found a syringe exposed. Came across a syringe resting on the edge of a green pit. We were testing, so they found it while they were working on a green pit, and they've disposed of it correctly into the sharps bin. So just a reminder from Brad to be aware.
I think we should all have sharp bins on there. If you haven't got sharp bins on your truck, just let us know and we'll get them kitted out and sorted. So, yeah.
But with his comedy, he's done a good job. So yeah, he's trying to be funny, but he's also doing a good job. So
Good be vigilant, guys. Like anyone could have stuck their head around behind that green pit and stuck yourself with someone else's needle, which no one wants to be there. Another one here. So this one is a driving one. So whilst coming down from the EWP at Christie's Beach, I guess this is another Brad one. Hang on a sec. So whilst coming down from the EWP at Christie's Beach, I heard a large scream and a huge whack. Next minute, a bloke was hit by a car whilst on his bicycle. By the sounds of the screaming, I called 000 and an ambulance was on the way. He's got the name of someone here on site, which I won't read out. So this person and I arrived at the scenario to assess the injured bike rider. There was a near punch up from the driver and the bike rider, who was in shock and barely standing, covered in claret. We
anyway, they reported to the police, Josh, and the ambulance, and they got seen to, and yeah. So it was just. But if you can get her not involved, like yes, it was good. He's called that, but you know you've got a job to do as well, and with obviously the police and all that sort of stuff, and paramedics and all that. There, let them do their job once you report it. So
Yeah.
good reporting, and good looking after the public. But yeah, just remember that you can't look after, and they can escalate into other things when there is incidents and accidents. So don't put yourself in the line of fire. Obviously danger. Check for danger first. Yeah. Excuse me.
Alright, next one we've got here, truck recovery. So while trying to get access to LS3107, the unit
Got bogged.
got bogged. The driver attempted to a few different spots, but after the last attempt, found a soft spot. So I think this was while you guys were away in Mount Gambier. Yep. Seems like you had a pretty helpful farmer out there. Just got you guys out of the bog. So yeah, just good reminder, guys. This weather's pretty crappy at the moment. The guys did the right thing. When I've spoken to them, they did walk into the paddock, tested the ground. It felt pretty good. There's not much more we can do than that. I think probably rule of thumb: if it looks sus, don't risk it. 100 kilo human is a lot lighter than a 16-ton truck trying to go into a paddock. So
Team bonding session, go and get involved.
So yeah, just remain vigilant, guys. The weather, look at how the weather's been the last couple of days. If it's pissed down and you're going into a sandy paddock, probably not a good idea. We take the trucks in there without some sort of recovery plan in place. That's it. Just touch on some general depot stuff. So due to the ongoing delays with the PPE, the business is pushing the orders through as quick as we can. But there's been a decision made by the business that as of now, everyone to wear long longs. So if you don't have your new gear, let myself, Nick, Leanne, Cam, Rancy know. We'll finish off what's in the lock-up store there. If we don't have stuff you need and your new PPE is still a while away, we'll just send you down to
Southland.
Yeah, South End, and we'll get some stuff just to get you by until your new stuff arrives. All right. So as of it was sent out last week, I think, by Cam, that there's to be no more short sleeves shorts to be worn in the depot. It's all to be long longs as of now. So yeah, Nick's a perfect example there. Come out in front of everyone. But yeah,
Stand up,
the new
Mick.
stuff's pretty good. It's nice and loose around the waist. Better than jeans, anyway. No one wants to see that again. So yeah, again, if you don't have anything, just let us know. We'll try and get something sorted for you. What else we got here? Just with 4As, when you're returning your job folder, just make sure that's happening at the end of every day. So just bring your folder back to the corresponding 6. Make sure your forms are filled out correctly, and say the job doesn't get finished, just a bit of a brief, either chat to your 6 about what's still left to be done, update any drawings, make sure, especially for trees, make sure you tick off run sheets in there. As much information is back in that folder, the better. It just helps the 6 recollate that job later so that we can go back out there and get the job finished. If he's sort of chasing you or wondering what's going left to go out there, or he's got to go out there and scope it again, that's just time lost in here. All right, we can do better than that. Like I said, get back, have a debrief with your 6, work out what's still left to be done, and make sure you're both on the same page. And make sure the folders are just coming back in a decent condition. We've had a few come back, there's heaps of stuff missing out of them. They look like they've been through World War III. All right, there's no need for them to come back covered in mud and stuff like that. They should just come back pretty clean and reusable. What else have we got here? So, as of our stop work last week, Rancy's sort of finalised the 4 things that we discussed. we're still working on them, so if you guys want to change anything, I'll read them out to you now. But we sort of want you guys to sort of own this as well. You know, this is something the depot's come up with, but we've all got to own it and add to it and change things around as we need. But again, like Renzi said last week, these are going to be questions that you're going to be asked out on site, so we need to make sure we're all around these. We'll get them printed up, I think, put out the back.
Yep.
So as you're walking past, just have a look. But yeah, these are our depot's sort of focuses. Right, so the first one I've got here is driving risk, number one, so it's fatigue. So our action, plan our journey, share the load, utilise good posture, communicate in the during the convoy, so like we discussed last week. All travel together, use radios. We've got the mobile units in one of those two offices. We'll find those before those trips happen, but yeah, that's going to be a big thing moving forward. Next one will be weather. So our action is to, again, plan our journey, highlight weather forecast during the briefings, drive to the conditions, be empowered to pull over and wait out the bad weather, allocate adequate time to travel safely in poor conditions. So again, stand together. If one pulls over, you all pull over, you wait out the storm or whatever's happening, and then you can carry on as a convoy. Don't want anyone sort of being a hero and thinking they can push through it and get there before the group does. Complacency is the next one. So our action, be honest with ourselves, know your vehicle, familiarise, communicate on how you're feeling. So again, be empowered to speak up if you don't feel quite right for the day. Just let people know. No one's going to push you to drive a vehicle if you're not in the right frame of mind, especially not the vehicles we use and the loads that they can carry. Alright, so no one should be feeling that they have to do that. If they've got something going on at home, call it out. Alright, don't be scared to let us know what's going on. The last one is third party. So our action, see and be seen, leave headlights on, so night and day, practice good defensive driving, passage being engaged, and assessing the surrounding risks. So like we said the other day, your passenger shouldn't be sitting there on his phone catching up on Facebook. He should be the driver's aid. Those trucks are pretty big. You can't see too much going on the left-hand side of the truck, so that passenger sitting there should be able to aid that driver with all of that sort of stuff. Right, work as a team and share the load around as well. What else have we got here? I don't know if they're here. Wheel and tyre. Wheel is.
I was in Redmond for it.
Yep. Congratulations to you boys. You got your 4th year apprentice badges. No, well done to those guys. You'd all agree they're a huge asset to the business. So well done. And we're going to award the GSDS award.
Yeah,
You got
I think
some
we'll
more.
skip one first, so we'll go through the
Go
game.
through that. Yeah, all right, we'll do this at the end.
The alerts.
Go
I'll
through
go through
yours.
this. So we've got uncontrolled boom movement. So somewhere deep in the country, so they had a Proline crane doing some G&B work, replacing transformer. So there was the crane was positioned to remove the emergency control situated beneath the sleeving of the boom contacted a 3.5 metre cross arm, which had been stowed on the crane deck. This resulted in the luff up emergency control being activated. So the crane's operator's controls were overridden, causing the crane jib to luff up uncontrolled towards the 33 conductors. So the operator was able to activate the emergency stop, which resulted in the jib coming to a stop within 100 mil of the live 33. There was minor damage to the transformer, which was impacted by the sling of the crane hook. The power line crew demonstrated great safety leadership under pressure. The crane operator remained in the cab while teammates remained well away from the mobile plant until the 33 was de-energised. So some key discussion points. The equipment and material must not be stowed on cranes unless able to be secured by engineering tie-downs. Crane operators must familiarise themselves with the emergency control locations on their mobile plant and always maintain an exclusion zone around the area to prevent any Crane operators, please ensure you are familiar with the emergency stop locations. Proline cranes with the block emergency control design are being reconfigured to engineer out of risk. So be mindful, our prolines are here too much longer, but that goes for anything, I suppose. Just be mindful what's on your deck, be mindful what's got to be contacting. That's very close for comfort, especially working on G&D live stuff. So just be mindful. I think we've all tripped over, we'll hit stuff in the back of the trucks, or got stuck in the slew ring. So just be mindful what's on the back of your trucks. That's the biggest thing.
Cheers for that, Nick. Sebi, you want to touch on?
Yep. Bulletin number 63.
Yep.
So the background of this, a planned review was carried out on FDF4. This field directive is for MEWPs and it contains the information, rules and regulations designed to promote the safe use of these units. Before a worker can operate an MEWP of any type, they must be accredited and authorised on each MEWP to be used. We go through most of our familiarisations here. So the changes, so an update to 2.2 of the operator training and authorisations with the fleet workshop qualifications, added 2.13 paved surfaces with slope more than 10 degrees, connect to tow truck via a winch, suitable tow point on the MEWP to allow operation on a slope exceeding normal operation specifications, updated 2.15 operated at the job site with option of tyre gas bottle outside of MEWP bucket, ensuring avoidance of basket slew pinch points. So the actions refer to FDF4 mobile elevated work platforms. This can be found on TSW common links. Managers and leaders to discuss with applicable personnel. Place a copy of this work practice bulletin on notice boards. Further references and inquiries can be discussed with William McNamara at the Work Methods Training section in ETS.
Cool.
Thanks, Ed.
Alright, last thing, we've got the Q2 DS award. So this person, very vocal with safety issues around the depot, very proactive, continuously going above and beyond for his teammates. So very well done and congratulations to Willie Cook.
Is it hearing that, sorry?
That's
not how you spell common force.
So well done, Will. Congratulations on that. We'll just quickly go around the room. Anyone got anything they want to bring up?
Yeah, can we get some like air or something on that fucking unit? So it seems to get plugged pretty easily. Yeah.
Oh,
CCI, recovery equipment,
Yep.
better driver. We went up to Mount Gambier and 3 slings lost their lives.
They're consumable, so such is life.
That's something we can look into. Obviously, we just need to look at what life has got left in that vehicle. Something that's going to be around for a long time. Something that's going to get changed over then.
And same with the other crane, are we keeping that? The Tadano?
Sorry.
Are we keeping the Tadano?
Sorry, Donna, yeah.
Can we get some proper friggin' tie-down point to put on the side of it instead of on the train itself, so they can put more than one switch on it?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll catch up the others, Shane, we can sort of document all these things and we'll put them to Ken and Rexy.
The hose for the sand area would be nice to run as well. I reckon.
A new hose or a hose?
A new one, that one's full of holes. You gotta turn it on, it just pisses out everywhere.
Yeah.
Something on the track or something.
No, that's fine. Well, do you just want to just send us, we'll catch up with you, Shane, do you just want to send me an email, just so I'll flood it all? Anyone else got anything they want to bring up?
Yeah, Yoshi, just mostly for the 8s and sometimes 6s, when you're creating a sheet on AEMS, so we've had on the Schneider with all the midline recloses,
Yep.
just capture parking the VT to the earth position on the limits of isolation, because I've had sheets where that hasn't been done, and I've always had to make amendments to the sheet
Yeah.
to capture that, so.
Yeah, again, do you want to just send us an email?
Yeah, I'll shoot you an
Just
email.
detail a bit more.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Thanks, Mike.
Even though.
Yes, I will bring that up. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Nat. Just a reminder, the big thank you breakfast barbecue lunch that we're putting on this Friday. Really want everyone there. It's going to be pretty decent event. It's going to be catered, so there's going to be some really good food. I think the plan is to have everyone back here by 1 at the latest. So yeah, again, we have got some work planned in. Leanne's sort of let me know today we've got a few people on training. We've got a couple of jobs on. So again, just if you're free, let's get everyone out to those jobs. Those guys are behind a little bit, help out. We really want everyone back here at the same time so we can all just kick back and enjoy it. And appreciate everyone and the work they've been doing. So, all right. Thanks everybody. Have a safe day and rest of the week.